Hey there everyone, Garhor here. We're going to continue on with some Xenosaga, because we are really nearing the end. We have one boss fight coming up, and then I think final... No, hold on. We may have 3 boss fights coming up, and then the final dungeon, which is the final 5 or so. And now I'm hooked on reading. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot about things I never knew about. Lately, I've been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering. Nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Zabome civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we'll never know now. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately, you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened? I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today? I see. It's not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up a little while? I'll have Krellian take you. So we're in a bit of an exposition dump right now, because we are pretty much in the final push to endgame. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random. Everyone around me feared me. Even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me that, what that was and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. So Krellian and Graf, before Graf went all insane. A bit of a flashback to 500 years ago when Ellie's past reincarnation was Sophia, the mother of this religious sect. Lacan is somehow related to Faye, as Faye was a past incarnation of Graf, or I'm trying to remember the dynamics, because Graf, Faye, Krellian, Ellie have lived sequential lives or generations. Krellian remembers a bunch of it. Graf has full consciousness of it. Ellie and Faye only have snippets. So this is 500 years ago, and kind of a backstory between Krellian's motivation and something to do with Lacan, who... Wait, I thought Lacan was Faye's father. Hold on. Let's find out real quick. Or not father. Fuck. So yeah, Lacan is a reincarnation of someone from a long time ago and was there before Faye. So Faye is a reincarnation of Lacan, but I thought they said Lacan had something to do with Graf. Oh! Lacan later became Graf, so... It's a weird thing with that situation. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand at the front line, so... Is that really the problem? Lacan. Her smile, it's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being become insignificant. Inside my heart there is this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet, she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever, but suddenly, I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brush strokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why I've got to stop now. Your own self? You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between your own inner emptiness and her own inner abundance. You could not fill that gap. That's why you're quitting your painting. You are refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? Yeah, it's a bit like that, Wash, but Graf is still alive. He never died. But I guess he knocked up some gal and still had offspring, and one of them just returned to being Faye. But at this time, Faye and Lacan are fairly identical together. Sorry, my friend just sent me a clear what the fuck kind of picture. Oh, holy fuck. Alright. In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. If it was me who was receiving such feelings. So, a good portion of, like, Krellian's motivations are just, one, he has always been power hungry and a bit psychotic. Two, unrequited love, like Ellie or Sophia here has been rejecting his ass. You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Is this really her true expression? Yeah, to people who don't know her that well, I guess. Her smile, I don't know. The smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she usually shows us. I realize Lacan's feelings are in there, but I don't think she has ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression of Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it, this picture. It's anything but beautiful. Lacan, you say you're empty, then why do you come along with us? What we've been doing up until now are not just acts of mercy, it's a fight for freedom. Time and again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Roni, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning, my very existence itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die. That's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lacan. And now, you're lying. It is just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty. She knows that. That's why she shows only you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She is the hope of the people, their support. There is so much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to a mere artist like me? Bro! Hey, bro! What are you doing here? What's up? The Council of Elders of Shavat issued a decision. Tomorrow, we will leave for Soylent. Soylent? That's in Solaris. Yeah, and Sophia will be coming with us. That's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leave Nissan. And going to Soylent, that's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. That can't be. What is she thinking? Fuck, I can't do all these voices. Originally, we talked about it being just us. Just us? Yeah, this could be exposition-heavy stream, guys. Hopefully we'll get into a fight sometime. Sophia! Sophia. Lacan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew we couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her, even if it costs me my life. Oh, little lover's tiff. Oh, yeah, Lucky. Legend of Dragoon. Yep, pure luck. Luck right there. Why don't you go get some rest, Kraut? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself. Yeah, I'm fine. It's not a problem. Look, I'll watch over her, so you go sleep. What will we do if you also fall ill? Do not forget, you are the head of the sect's military forces. Yeah, okay. I suppose you're right. Lacan? Fuck off. And Roni just fucks off as well. Yeah, I'll watch over her. Don't worry about that. See ya, bitch. Ellie, I'm so sorry. It was my misjudgment that did this to you. I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. What was it that was being reflected back in your eyes? I was looking at myself and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it. So that's what... Oh, Ellie, what in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I will ask you that. On second thought, no. No, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I won't be able to ask you. One look into your eyes and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel. You are the sweetest person. Motherfucker! Ellie! You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions, so you hold everything in and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think that is just fine. That's what I like about you. Stop! Don't say that! If you become just another human, everyone will... Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol who is just appearances only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. What I've been doing is simply showing people that such light exists in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman, and to fulfill my womanhood, I am prepared to throw away anything, even this position. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I'm still me. I haven't changed, a cowardly, selfish cryberry. I am still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Alright, you guys want to see the fucking abomination that my friend sent me? Because this is a gift from the warp that should really be shared. Because holy fuck. So, enjoy. Yeah, that's a thing that's going to be in your memories for a while. And while you bask in that, I am going to have a beer. Yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that. Oh, Lacan, I want to live more honestly with myself. To be able to tell the man that I love that I do love him, and I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. I only have one life. I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. Krellian, you cock-sucking motherfucker. Snack tits. Enjoy. Do you think I'll let it end here? We are not their possessions. Sophia, what are you doing? I am ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So, Krellian, please, open your fist, and with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live. Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape, so please stop. Thank you, Lacan. But, sorry. There's no other way. Ellie! People support each other to live. It's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness and please, Lacan, live. As she just dies in a nuclear blast. Not everyone, just Sophia. Or Ellie. Poor Kay! They were sacrificed as pawns in order to protect their own authority. Sophia was... Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals. Is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for these bastards. Sophia said if you just have faith, the path to what you hope for will open. But look at reality. God doesn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. This is where Krelian starts having his little mind break and dedicating himself to resurrecting or making God. Faith in God. Do not look for it on the outside, for it is something one must build from within. I see, that's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. Krelian, you're sounding batshit crazy, dude. Bro. Sophia, please guide me. Yeah, it pretty much did. Like, Krelian's obsession leads us towards the resurrection of Deus. Lacan's obsession leads him to becoming Graf, the seeker of ultimate power, to... fuck, what's his motivation? We need to gather all our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually. So let us create a country that we can someday stand up against them. So Roni is Bart's long lost ancestor. What are you going to be doing, Lacan? Well, to a degree, it's with people, being obsessed. Krelian ends up being manipulated and used by, Miang, Kane, and the original Gazelle Ministry, and they use his obsession to, rapidly, increase technology to the point where they can bring God back, or, repair Deus. Are we back in present day? Or is this still flashback? Nope, still flashback. Ellie. She somehow survived. Going, Allah Akbar. Or is he just hallucinating? Oh, Miang was there to, fuck with him. Okay, so it's Miang who kind of set Lacan on the path that led to power, corruption, and for him to ultimately become Graf. If only you had power, you could have saved her. So here's Miang 500 years ago pulling the string, setting everything in motion for thousands of years to lead to what's coming up next in the endgame of Xenogears. So the obsession with power of protecting the ones he loved and lost kind of drives Graf on this psychotic power trip. You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power. Don't you want to become the absolute being? There it is. So Lacan went on a search of the world trying to find the ultimate power. Something he could use to protect people, but along the way it kind of broke his mind, corrupted him to where strength and destruction is all that mattered. But wait, that's not what I want. No! This is my very desire. Live. So this is where Faye's... Oh. So this is where Faye's being held. He deserves it. Oh, fuck you, Dan. Fuck you, you balding 8-year-old motherfucker. Let me prey on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. Yeah. What? What is this? Yeah, Dan's still fucking alive. That balding, horrible son of a bitch. This is terrible. No matter what, this is going way too far. He's still alive? How could you possibly be? You're a human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye. Crying? Huh? The fuck is that? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! Yeah, Midori. It's you. Whew. Don't scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Angry? Hurt? He'll wake up soon. It's calling him. What do you mean? They have him frozen in carbonite. Yeah, it would be nice to forget Dan exists. Whoa, what the? Forget that Dan even existed, that little terrifying shit stain. But, oh well. Stop it, stop. Faye. Dan, Midori. Run. Hurry, run away. Yikes. Oh, please tell me this kills Dan. This would be great if Dan just dies here. He broke through his carbonite encasing. Id. Faye took his gear Vettel, and went in search of Zohar. We followed Faye's trail. Eventually, we arrived at the location where Zohar had fallen to Earth so very long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. Oh boy, let's make a bunch of emergency save states. Let's change members. Who do we got? No, we want some super fast fuckers, cause I think we're yeah, we've got to be facing id, and id is quick. So we got let's open up menu. Oh, I hated him as well, like sorry, just getting a message. Alright. Let's take a look at our gears. Cashing sword, ether, armor. Do these things use ether attacks? I don't think so. I think it is mainly physical. Oh wait, that was ether defense. I wanted silver armor. Magna coat. Yeah, we want magna coat on these fuckers. Well, Suika, I haven't really been neglecting them this time around, which is a godsend. Oh, silver armor. Get rid of gel. Is there anything else that ups agility by a bunch? By 5 and 1. 10 and 1. Old circuit. How about Magna Coat? Can an old circuit do better? No, not as good as a magnetic coat. They all have frame healers. Alright, so yeah, like I've stocked up on as much as I can for these guys, but we'll still there's a few things we can do to abuse this. Well, actually, that's pretty good. But this gal, we got speed shoes. Is there anything else that ups agility? Could give her a speed ring. Well, if we have her in... Okay. Think we have everything we need. These guys are actually pretty strong. I think everyone but Bart has their full death blows. We got the trader card, which will give us rare drops. Seaton and Emeralda are super speedy and should have high evasion. Bart can knock down accuracy, but he's a tank, so I think we're looking good. This must be the place. Wait for me. This is as far as you can come. From here on is my world. You can't enter. What do you mean? You're a subordinate, a fake persona, that's why. A subordinate fake persona? Yes. He has part of my memories from back then. He has sealed away the very meaning of my existence, my drive, my motivation, my subconscious id. Because of that, I became... Oh. It was actual fake. Because of that, I became a basic blank persona. And on top of that, I constructed a new persona based on my experiences since then. Fuck, which Faye is talking? Oh. Him? You mean father? You call him father? He who never did anything for you? It was because of his cowardly behavior. If only he had been able to protect me. If he had done that, Mother wouldn't have died. Didn't Mother die right before I was born? What? Wait. Didn't Mother die right before I... Uh-huh? Oh, his ID. Good question. I don't know. You don't need to know. You'll only disappear soon, along with your basic persona, the coward. I'll rule my being through the power of the existence. And of course you don't know, but it is etched in my metapsychotic memory. Your persona is fake, so you'll have to stand on the stage of consciousness. You'll never be able to take charge from the memories from our past lives. I know the dreams and hallucinations. I've seen them many times. God damn it, who the fuck is talking? Them, I show them to you on purpose. To break the seal, to choose to weaken the power of your existence. If your mental energy is weakened, I can become free and do as I wish. What? There are still things inside of you which you haven't been shown yet. Huh? Someone's coming. It's probably your friends. They must have followed me. Where are you going? I came to re-establish contact with the existence. To tie together all threads of your memories since ancient times and then cut them off. That is the fate of the contact. All is ready. It's time for the true awakening. I'll eliminate all those, who are full of hypocrisy from the very beginning. Wait for me, Id. Pretty much, Id is aware of all of his past reincarnations, past lives, and everything. But in order to become the supreme being, he needs to sever himself from them. But, let's see if we get our asses kicked, shall we? What is this place? The fuck is that? Faye? This must mean this is Vedel's transformed appearance. So, Vedel or Weltal is undergoing some grotesque kind of metamorphosis. Now that he's right above the Zohar, where all power and magic stem from. Actually, we are right near endgame. We got some battles left, but shit, I might be able to just pound through and get it done tonight. Oh, you're here to witness the birth. Yeah. Well, they always said that the gears had these strange organic components. Well, it done do, got his power. Here comes the Zohar. The true Zohar, not the emulations that the Ethos has made that was spreading throughout the world. Not our save crystals, but the true ultimate source of power on this planet. The Heart of God. And there is Id's Weltal, fully awakened and ascended. Time to fight. Yeah, Evangelion called. They want Ava #1 back. Alright, so. Oh, fuck. Do I get a chance to heal between the next couple boss fights? I hope so, because I am going to turn on boosters. Oh fuck, I just turned her shit off. Cause she is that goddamn fast. Get fucked as Seaton uses a sword. Could kick your squire in the nuts. Oh shit, I didn't look to see if we have the strongest wet chains equipped for Bart. Ooh, this... Okay, 1100, that's not bad. We can absorb that because we're about to ruin his day with level 3 death blows. Oh, and look at that damage. That's beautiful right there. Yeah, we only have a 5% chance of getting into hyper mode, so we might as well just burn our level 3s and start over. As we get lower on health, then the chances of getting into hyper increases. Oof. Okay, that hurt. Brigadier. Well, this fight isn't too bad. We've had tougher fights with the id system here. Okay, still 5% chance of going hyper. You know what? We'll just burn level 3s. We don't need that. There we go. 800 is still alright. Oh wait, we should be able to get back to the world map soon. Because there's shit with Emeralda that we need to do. And a few minor last minute items to buy. So yeah, we won't be sent directly into endgame dungeon. But we need to get to one area specifically because we need to buy and find items in a lighthouse, and we're gonna get Emeralda a nice stat boost. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, 8% chance, not worth it. I do like the fact that she suplexes people with her head wings. Wait, the fuck? Oh, it's Wise Man. Wise Man in a gear that looks a lot like Graph's. Are you okay? Wise man. It's already too late. Assist me, for I am about to exterminate Ed. Okay. Zohar is Deuce's core. The slave generators and ether, it's the source of all their energy. After attaining its power, the freshly awakened id intends to annihilate this world. The contact with Zohar was meant to have been done after the unifying phase true personality. Ah, keep back! You again. You are always getting in my way. But I cannot be stopped by you. You couldn't even protect his own wife and son. You cannot even bear to show your face to your own son. That's why you wear a mask, isn't it, Khan? Son? That's right. This man is no, I mean, my father, Khan Wong. What happened to Faye? Id? Too bad. The new personality of Faye that you gave birth to, and all that work your persona did to make him one perfect unified whole has been wasted. He will be swallowed up by me. I won't permit it. I will destroy you first, as if you could. Sissy, mother died because of your cowardly behavior. And as a result, he ran away from reality by entering into his memories. And now, I continue my existence, bearing all of that hatred. You wouldn't be able to imagine what it's like. I wasn't simply working to unify Faye's personality, you know. All that you and I feel, the sadness, the hatred, even though he also experienced such things, Faye needed to be encouraged to build himself up in order to be able to comprehend all of this. Faye should be able to understand all of your feelings now. But now, you want to erase the one who understands you to kill Faye? Is that what is it that you want? Why ask me such a thing now? My purpose is the same as his. Total destruction. That, and that alone. Is this world so bad a place that there is only hatred inside of you? You're the ones who made me this way. You and that woman admit it. Faye, can you hear me? Please, take this fistful of memories I am giving you. Become one with yourself and with me. This fist of mine is burning red. Faye, where did the real you go? Remember, were you not going to help Ellie? Yes, this is inside id, a world filled with hatred and sadness. That's all that's here, yes. Now I understand it, why you hate the world, why there is nothing inside of you, nothing. Nothing was given to you, deprived of all the happy memories. And yet, it feels pleasant. It almost feels good. Now I get it. There's no need to resist. I was originally just an existence. I was created as a cover to hide id. So it would be better to return to that place. Let's come together to wipe away everything, including ourselves. Remember... Were you not going to help Ellie? Ellie? That's right, Ellie! I've got to save Ellie. Yeah. What's this place? What's he done now? He only called you in here for his own sake. Oh, this is it. This is inside the shell of your basic character, the room of the coward. I'm sure you've been here many times before. I see. I remember now, in my dreams. Everything despised and unwanted he pushed onto me, while he shut himself up in his own little shell, the coward Fae. The basis for our personalities. Who are you? Are you my... Hey, let's watch this together. This is my most treasured possession. By repeatedly replaying the times he was full of happiness, he lives in his own happy little world. Well, I'm still alive only because of what those leftover dregs. Here, I'll show you everything about me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. So we get to see the memories that pretty much made up id. Ours was an ordinary family. A strict but reliable father. A kind and loving mother. Up till then, it was complete happiness. But one day, Mother suddenly changed. She was like a totally different person. From that day on, Faye lost his home. Father was away often. He had some important work. When Father was away from home, Faye was taken to a place with mysterious machines. Inside there were many strangely dressed people. Let's find out, Suika. Many types of probes were injected into Faye's body at the start of some kind of experiments. The test caused Faye much pain. Mom, help, what are you doing? No. Yeah. Mother didn't come to his assistance. Young Faye had no way of resisting, but he was able to endure. Eventually, the experiments became unbearable. Many people gathered around Faye. These people had a high compatibility with the anima relics. This psychic contact with Faye was to force him to awaken. But no one could make contact with Faye. The power drawn out of Faye, regardless of his will, destroyed them all. This was unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take... Oh, this is unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take place? What do you mean by awaken me? To awaken God, everything had to be in perfect order, with nothing lacking. Things divided in the past must become one complete whole again. Countless people died before Faye's eyes. Men, women, the old, the young, even demi-humans. Suffering, grief, fear, ecstasy, a variety of emotions and words lingered and tumbled about Faye like a broken dolls. It was a scene from hell. In front of our father, she acted normally. When Faye tried to tell Father about Mother's strange conduct and the experience, Father's mind was taken up from his work and he didn't really listen. He thought it was just childhood fantasies. But he didn't have to endure the pain much longer. Faye's subconscious discovered a way to escape from the trauma. He formed a separate persona to deal with the things he didn't like or couldn't bear. He removed himself from out of harm's way. My role was to have all the things he hated forced upon me the moment they arose. From the time of my division with him, I was dominated by hatred. That hatred naturally turned into destructive impulses. I wanted to destroy everything. Mother, father, the entire world. Finally, Father noticed Mother's odd behavior, but it was already too late. I had completely separated from that coward, my original self. Puppets were broken, and Faye's heart was too. What would make Mother do such a thing? Mother repeated the experiments to study the power she knew existed within me. Yeah, that woman, Mother, was Miang. That's a lie. No, it's true. Mother was Miang. There you go, Suika. The answer. Mother was Miang. That's right. Karen had turned into Miang. What is that you say? It's nothing special. Miang does not only have only one host body. Miang's roots are sealed in the genes of all women. Any one of them could become Miang. It just happened to be Mother's turn. Only Ellie was special originally. No! Karen, Miang, noticed that Faye's memory time axis had increased 2 or 3-fold. She then became convinced that Faye was the contact. Contact? Yes, I was the contact. That's why he called out to me, and why the time had come. Stop it! Cut it out! Dad! Dad! Mom! Help Dad! Hey, Mom! Why aren't you helping Dad? Dad's gonna die! Graf came seeking the power that exists within me to return to his own body. You understand now, don't you? Graf is Lacan. We, his descendants, who inherited his lingering thoughts and memories from him, know only too well. Divided 500 years ago, he would become a part of us both. Lacan became Graf. He destroyed everything on the face of the earth. He then mastered how to possess the bodies of others by dwelling in their minds. He was probably enabled to do this after his contact with the existence. The bodies died, but Lacan's spirit continued living by possessing others. He had come that day to return his soul, at last, to the perfect reincarnation of his physical body. The body of Faye. Father fought him, but he couldn't protect Mother or I. He pitifully fought on while coughing up his lifeblood. Graf made a mockery of Father and Mother made a mockery of Father, and Mother would not even help him when he needed her the most. As for their son, he couldn't take what was happening anymore. Miang looks thoroughly, unimpressed. He gave into his feelings and released his power, and as a result, Mother died. Mom. And he offloaded the results of his actions onto me. To avoid taking the responsibility for killing Mother, he used me as a shield. I also killed Mother. he pushed all the bad things onto me, but kept the memories filled with happiness and Mother's love to himself. And he shut himself away with those memories inside his own little shell forever. This is the place. What you see before you is what he made. He just keeps hanging on to those memories. That's what this is. Stop it, just stop it. These scenes. Are these all there is to us? Enough already. There is nothing here. Just a world filled with deception and pain. It can't be helped. This is our world. This is everything. I was a fool. It was all my fault. I was just so busy with my duties in Shavat that I hadn't noticed Karen had changed. I couldn't save you when you needed my help. Save me? Why bother saying such nonsense now? It's not going to change anything. The only thing you can do now is die by my hand. Even still, I'll show you. Oh, fucking pick a time for auto updates. No, I turned this shit off. God fucking damn it, Microsoft. There. Done with your stupid shit? I can still save you. Dad! Stop it, Id! Father has done nothing wrong. I know. This one is the real culprit. Mother and Father had no choice. Thanks. Pass it back to me. I'm playing with Mother. This is not reality. It's all lies. It's a trick. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. No, get out. This is my room. I thought you would always be with me. Why won't you see reality? Oh, why won't you see reality? Happiness? Sadness? Aren't these all parts that combine to make the whole? Why don't you show him? Why don't you also show Id what you always watch? No, that's mine. I don't want to show it to the person who killed Mother. You should talk. You're the one who killed Mother. No, I didn't. You did. I did not kill her. Mother didn't care for you. Father didn't notice either. That's why you killed her. I didn't kill her. I didn't. Knock it off. We killed Mother. It's no one's fault but ours. It's not because she became Miang or because Father didn't notice. Don't look outside for the reason. Don't blame anyone but yourself. Yes, Mother was Miang, and I know that you suffered. No one could have endured it. But you can't push it onto Id alone. We are all one person. We must all become one. Oh fuck, is that Id speaking? Right, Faye? Walk on your own 2 feet. Face up to reality what you don't want to see. Oh yeah, making the coward watch the death of Mother. Yeah, you have to babysit your own self. Show them to Id everything you took for yourself. Oh, show them to Id everything you took for yourself. No fucks given by Miang. Oh. Mother done exploded. And there we go, the id transformation. Covered in the blood of Mother. Lies, that woman, this scene, all illusions. He made up. My consciousness can see through this trick. I won't be swayed. That's enough. Doing that isn't going to solve anything. Mother saved us at the last moment. That is the truth, right? The reality isn't all grim, Id. My power couldn't save anyone. It only destroyed. Oh, I thought that I could only make a connection with others through destruction. So I had to destroy it all. The people, the world, even Ellie. No, that's not the case. We can save others. Just as our mother, despite being Miang, saved us. Our power can save people. We can save Ellie. That's a first. Mother being so warm. To me. She almost seems too warm. Faye, take the memories I have within me. You must know what it used to be like up until now. Our own identity about who we are, then figure out what ought to be done. Our integration is not yet complete. Alright, so we're seeing shit from Id's point of view now? Oh shit, the Emperor Cain is being drugged through. I guess they're chasing down Ellie and Lacan? Like, when the fuck was this? Elhiam! Abel, live. Well, Cain killing Abel. Okay, so we're going through all the different lives, all the times that Ellie has died while the incarnations of Faye have watched. So this is the Zeboam civilization, like 5,000 years ago. We see Emeralda in the back. Sophia and Lacan. So for what reason these personalities are repeat throughout the ages, and by Miang's own admission, it shouldn't. These are outliers, but through genetic mishaps, they keep coming together to form these people. Yeah, man. Like, all of your past lives, or the key ones, like every couple millennia, every couple centuries, you literally find your soulmate only to have her ripped from your arms every time because you were too weak. And she, despite dying, would always try to encourage you to live the best life you can without her. Like, fucking brutal. And no one else except for Id, except for your current personality, knew of this pattern. Think how tragic and brutal that would be. What is this place? My execution site? So this is Lacan, after Sophia died. Corellian's probably already gone at this point. Why do you turn on me? I thought we were friends. Who is it? Did I cause this? What has happened to me? What have I become? Live. I will live. So Lacan ends up becoming Graph, with his own, like, inner id expressing itself. Even if I have to go to hell, I will live till the end of this world. And if the world does not come to an end, I will destroy it with my own hands. Yeah, they always have, like, as a kid, this kind of hit me. Yeah, like, pretty cheesy philosophy nowadays, but there are still moments in this that hit me, that certain lines of dialogue, like, jump out. Who is it? Who's calling me? I am Har. What is this light? I reside in Zohar. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Exactly, Suika, and this one always hit me. God? God would refer to me as, or some would refer to me as that. From a certain point of view, it is right to view me as such, but at the same time, I am not. I am also a part of you. A part of me? I am defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to a virtual version of me that you yourself create. I am your perception of me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Who or what are you? In one word, existence. Existence? In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I am an existence of a higher dimension, a place you cannot perceive, but in terms you understand. It is like a world where everything acts as kinds of waves. It is the source of this four-dimensional universe, the place where time and space is controlled, the fluctuating void, the wave existence. What does such an existence have to do with me? Long ago, a modifier, or a pseudo-perpetual infinite energy machine, was created. That engine was named Zohar. That reactor was created by an ancient people from another planet to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, those people used the same energy engine to create the ultimate planetary invasion weapon, Deus. Zohar was used as its primary source of energy. But the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of Zohar with the newly completed Deus, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomena. Requiring energy, the engine connected this dimension to the higher dimensional space. As a result, the reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension. Me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Sephiroth, or the domain you are in right now, and incarnated in the four-dimensional world. After I advented to the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize my form and enter into the modifier engine. In other words, I became bound in Zohar, the cage of fleshy existence, Since the time I was bound in Zohar, I have always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process I went through to arrive here. I must be released by the one who instilled within me a special feature of this dimension. The will. That one is you. Decided it was me? A special feature? Yes. I was given a special attribute by a human by you, the contact when you observed me. I was given a mother's will. A mother's will? I'm sure you remember, after my descent, you had contact with the modifier engine, Zohar. Huh? As a contact, being but only a child, you defined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus, I came to prepare the mother's will. That will is Elhaim. Ellie's disposition was influenced by me? So, who knows how many thousands or millions of years ago, when these people created the Zohar and tapped into this other dimension, Faye had stumbled upon them as a child, or a ancestor of Faye stumbled upon it, and in that moment, it was kind of like Ghostbusters. Choose the form of your destroyer. This was choose the form of your creator, your god, and as a child, he thought of Ellie, or thought of his mom, and so that's the form the Zohar took and created a physical form, which is why throughout all their lives, Ellie and Faye would find one another. No, Deus wasn't the waifu generator. Deus came much later. Zohar, Deus's energy plant, became waifu generator. Yes, my will was incarnated through, or I guess right here, my will was incarnated through a biocomputer, which was vital for Deus. After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved its functions, and that bioplant generated a certain element. That is her. Okay, you were right, my bad. I didn't actually read what was on screen. So, I guess this happened when someone plugged the Zohar into Deus. I was split by your contact. My physical form or flesh stayed in Zohar, while my will went into Elhaim, and my power went into you. That's why I waited to unite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshy existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Elhaim, as well as my other split physical form, Deus. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body in the four-dimensional world. Zohar is perfect, so in order to destroy Zohar, I needed the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. What about Ellie? If Zohar is destroyed, what will become of Ellie? Zohar and Deus are one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with me. In order to release her, it is necessary to destroy that very system that serves as the Deus weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, the Deus system seeks to unify itself with all of you for a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to the higher dimension. But, I am also bound to the system just as she is. So, I am unable to participate. You are the only one who can release her from the spell. Just as Deus and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable. Alright, I'll destroy Deus and the Zohar modifier, and I'll save Ellie. You have experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It is very tragic. Our contact and the resulting transference of power will between you and I most likely played a factor in splitting your personality. I disagree. I can't blame anyone or blame anything or anyone besides myself, regardless of what may have happened in the past. With the passing of time, the cause becomes more remote. It is a problem that comes from within myself, that I myself must deal with. I see. You have managed to accept these tragedies, to tolerate all things, to comprehend and find where you stand in this world. You have succeeded to do all these things. I am sure you will succeed in what awaits you now. To liberate all of us, use the Xenogears. Destroy Zohar. Wait! There's more I need to ask of you. The system is awakening. Ask her later. Save game? Yes, I want to save game. Let's get some hard saves in. So how are you guys enjoying the final exposition dump leading to the end of the game? Because we are really close. Because we've got 1, 2, 6 more? I don't know that series, Suika. Could you tell us about it briefly? Alright, so perfected form id. Oh, is this the Xenogears? Dad! Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Faye, you've returned to your own self. You've become one. Yes, thanks to you all. If all of you hadn't called out to me... Dad? Don't worry. This is good. This is, after all, Dad! You and I must become one. Grab! What's going on? I reached the limit of the body I possessed on that day 3 years ago. I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, your merging, and your inherited memories you had acquired, there was no way for you to know of this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point in which I merged with your father. Impossible! What about Wise Man? What about Father? Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wise Man. You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now, I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad! I hear you, Faye, you see. He and I are one. I am Khan, and Khan is me. He has become one with me. So you should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. Get fucked, diddly-ocked! Protecting your master? Then so be it. I'll merge with both you and your machine then. Now come, Faye, fight! Oh, that actually sounds rather interesting, Suika. Oh god, that would be fucking amazing. But that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia? What killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That I must rescue Ellie. So don't get in my way. Wake up. Open your eyes, Father Lacan. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me. I can't. I see. Then there's no choice. Huh? Since you are so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it. We don't have the same memories? Can't you also remember what sadness you felt back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, won't this all be over? Still don't understand, even after your contact with the Existence? I came to understand after my contact with the Existence that even if Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Miang, Elhaim will be born time and time again. Then, all living things may as well perish along with Deus. That's the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then, I'll use your awakened machine, or self, in that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Miang and Elhaim are not just Deus mouthpieces. That woman is its main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Miang's. Mother came back at that last moment. Miang, Mother, even Ellie. We're all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. Holy shit, Suika, that actually sounds really cool. Fucking bonkers, but also really cool. You'll see, I will bring Ellie back. Father? No, Graf, Lacan, you won't back down. Or if you won't back down. Never. Then I have no choice. The time has come to truly become one. Okay, that's some good looking life that we have there. "99% chance of entering hyper mode." Okay, let's enter hyper mode, bitch. So I think we lose id system mode. Yep, I don't have id system anymore. Oh, you asshat, you dodged. Oh, does this mean I'm in hyper mode? Oh yeah. Get fucked. Get fucked, dude. All right. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's alright, Dad. I understand. You are not Graf. You are my father. You and Graf are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought. But let's stop now. Our objectives should be the same. It is the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. What? My body. Zohar is after you. The last piece to combine with Deus seeks to unify with you. The first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I'm an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lacan's imperfect secondary contact, the wave existence, split his personality in two. Eventually his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming a contact with him, he was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just as his desires, lived on, separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Graf. That is me. I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I am still half of you. That fact remains. Although I am imperfect, I can merge temporarily with Zohar, and thus may be able to buy you some time. It's the only way I can become one with you. This is all I can do. Deus System will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus and the Zohar modifier. You're the only one who can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. Dad! As he said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Miang is beginning to break free of her bonds. Now that Elhaim has merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contact's complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all of the lives she has lived as Miang and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her, and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. Oh, that's a bummer, Suika. No, what's this? This pendant. Is this Sophia's or my mother's? It's nothing. I was just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyway, let's get going. There's little time left now, for me and for our planet. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. Humans were born here. Long ago, Deus landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose from out of it. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all of her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon, the subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Miang. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie and everything started from there. The land of Genesis. Katamoni. This is that place. Yeah, but Faye, even with your shared fate with Deus, why do you have such ancient memories? Usually, human memories cannot be passed down through generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I and Miang are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside the Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. Then this is the form from when Ellie and Miang were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother. So if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right? Yes. The source of our ether powers and the source of power for the generators that make our gears work. All of it comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy it, Deus and the Seraph Angels will all be deactivated. And then we should also be able to free Ellie, who has become bound to the Deus weapon system as Miang. Right, Faye? Yeah, that's what the wave existence said. But then there is the downside. It will also mean that we will no longer be able to use our gears or our ether powers anymore. What are those Seraph Angels really about anyway? The odd appearance as if they lacked something, as if they were neither living beings nor mere weapons. Zohar senses the consciousness and incarnates these seraphs. Human consciousness? Zohar itself involves the principle of uncertainty. The observer's perception of the Zohar determines the entity it actually becomes. In other words, I believe that those angels are the incarnations of the spirits of people. The people who have been absorbed by Deus become parts of it. So what merit is there for them to gain in eliminating all of civilization? Is it some kind of hatred for those humans who have survived? Of course not. Those people who were created and assimilated as parts of Deus would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Ellie said when she became Miang. The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. Yes, that is why Merkava is being used to begin the destruction. But Deus is not allowing its programming of exterminating all of civilization. The Seraphs, which are terminal interface weapons of Deus, are using their bodies composed of nanomachines to absorb massive numbers of people, regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It is not discriminating between the mutant and non-mutant people. This is highly peculiar. The fact that the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well, that is the absolute opposite of what it is supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts. That is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be parts for it, Deus has already acquired the abilities of the nanomachines. Can just about use any material to construct its body. It is obvious it has other intentions in mind. Those intentions, Krellian has called Deus the Mother. If God is the Mother, those motives are coming from the Great Mother. Impending the growth of its child, enveloping it, to bring the child back to the womb to become one with it. That is its motive. Such a program does not exist within its design, though. It was probably given this unique will by someone either from Ellie, who has merged with the Deus, or... Either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight. Regardless of what their intentions are, the problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. You think we can do it in our current state? This secret battleship Excalibur will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface forces will assemble here. Even if we can put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main armament of Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that, Merkava's ultra-long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance. Graf got his ass kicked, and Khan, Faye's father's personality, kind of came back and explained things along the lines of Graf is unable to merge with Zohar entirely because while Graf's memories are still there, he doesn't possess the actual original flesh. He doesn't have the genes and the body type to merge entirely with Zohar. The Zohar was trying to grab Faye and put an end to him, and so Graf, aka Faye's dad, partially merges with Zohar just to kind of stop it and buy some time for Faye and the others to, destroy God. On top of that, they have a barrier around their perimeter that nullifies all attacks. We fought against the Merkava many times to try to stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close. Hence, we had to withdraw every time. Damn it, no matter what, no matter how much we want to save Ellie, if we can't get inside Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there are the problems with those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interface weapons for close defense. I can easily say that their attack power is equivalent to the Omni-Gear class. They have the regenerative ability due to the nanomachines. Don't be too concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from Xenogears. You see, Xenogears has mutagenically evolved due to its contact with Zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, All of the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement the disassembler device. Disassembler device? In contrast with the nano-assemblers, which create matter to repair with, the disassemblers have the ability to dismantle or destroy matter. They can even deactivate the nanomachines, restoring ability by disengaging their repair programs. This should be sufficiently effective against Deus' Seraphs. Alright, even if we can deal with the angels, just how are we going to deal with Merkava? We can't even get close to that thing. There is no such thing as a perfect defense. There is a way. Look over here. Merkava's main gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of its tremendous output. Yeah, he did, Suika. Upon firing, although it is only sectional, there will be a portion of the barrier that will be open. There is a 1.87 second delay before the barrier reforms in that area. If we can use this window of time to target and destroy that cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. If we can get close enough, we can break through with gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is the rough idea. Unfortunately, we don't have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time. So what you're saying is we just need to shut that annoying cannon up, right? You want to go ahead on into Merkava? Now you're being reckless again. That's suicide. Ah, listen. We're not going to just rush in. The Yggdrasil 4 and this Excalibur are equipped with barriers. That's what we'll use. Although, only for a short time, we can withstand a direct hit from Merkava's main cannon. Then we can close in and watch for that part of the barrier to go down and then destroy the cannon. How long will our barrier last? About 20 or so seconds. That's all? It wouldn't matter how fast we fly. In that amount of time, we'll be without a barrier before we can get within firing range. Those numbers are valid only if the generator is at full drive, right? We can only get those numbers if we sacrifice all other output and propulsion. I'm not suggesting we go in with guns blazing, knowing we're gonna lose. We're going to physically put a lid on it directly. Huh? As you said, the Yggdrasil 4, the Excalibur's barrier, can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack. At least with one generator, that is. Meaning? Meaning, we just defend against Merkava with twice the amount of time. 40 seconds if we couple the two generators together. This way we can make it to the heart of Merkava. Then what about the propulsion? Just hear me out. This is what we do. First, we transform my Yggdrasil into heavy assault mode and load it onto the Excalibur so we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can reduce the energy usage down to just supporting the hull of the ship and generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. Next, shift the barrier to full frontal and focus it to a single point where the cannon main cannon will make its strike. Now, for movement, first off, by developing a barrier by engaging Excalibur's power to maximum, or generator maximum power. For propulsion, During that time, we'll install on the Yggdrasil those large, solid rockets we got from the ruins of the Mass Driver. Soon? When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use the Yggdrasil's generator to develop a barrier. Then we'll detach the solid rockets and shift the Excalibur into conventional flight. Using this method, we can get right into Merkava's face after it fires. It will be defenseless. During this time, we'll block the muzzle of Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ram. Upon which we should have 0.67 seconds. With a cannon fire, the Excalibur will eventually destroy Yggdrasil's slave generator and incapacitate Merkava along the way, and then we break through. So, pretty much, we're stacking a ship on top of another ship, grabbing orbital class solid fuel rockets, strapping that to the second ship, flying it straight towards giant rape fort, weathering a massive salvo of death cannon to literally butt-fuck the cannon with the first ship so it blows itself up. That's what the plan is all about. The combination of the barriers of both ships storming the Merkava, the timing of the cannon fire of the Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial. Mess up any one of these and the consequences are going to be severe. Hence, it'll be necessary to have both crews in sync with each other. That's why I'd like to place Sig in command of the Excalibur. I have no qualms with that. What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship? Since there appears to be no other alternative, let's go with that. Please use it as you see fit. But we are not cutting it. But are we not cutting it uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time, the barrier generation time, you will see what I mean. One minor mishap will put us in a situation where we could run out of barrier power before our arrival. Also, we will be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Won't that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Merkava. We'll hold them off. You can count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon. Thanks, we're depending on you. Alright. Already, everywhere else has been taken out. This is the only place that's left. This is going to be the true final battle. We set out to silence God's Ark, Merkava, which was the epitome of offensive and defensive power, and then storm inside it. We inherited the operation to destroy Zohar. Alright, here we go, guys. Fucking Keck. Look at this shit. So, if you remember, that's the same sigil that Sophia had rammed her ship into 500 years ago and died for. So history's repeating itself. As Bart is literally fucking surfing the ship. Double super spaceship. Alright, detaching from the Yggdrasil, grabbing fucking the Excalibur ship and using it like a goddamn sword to chop and hack. Oh, and look at that extinction level event. Yep, there were, if I remember right. Like, Sigurd was on the Excalibur, which turns out to be Bart's half-brother. That can't be. A secondary explosion. Oh no, we should have known better. What a miscalculation. The explosion was too big. It reacted with the main condenser right under the main cannon and induced a secondary explosion. How could I have been so stupid? Mean we overdid it? Why did I not realize it sooner? This means we might have... Oh no, Ellie. Oh my gosh, Ellie. What is it this time? Hey, Seaton. What more is going to happen? Something is happening in the center of Merkava. What could it be? So, multiple explosions from inside the base. You guys could have just triggered a nuclear holocaust. But you didn't. Hey, Suika, you brought up, Neon Genesis, Evangelion? Well, say hello to Deus. Get fucked! What part of interplanetary weapon do you not understand? At that time, the Earth shook, or the Earth quaked and shook, and from the location where Merkava crashed, a giant object appeared. It was Deus's final form. The Merkava was merely its vessel. Deus evolved through the use of nanomachines into a planetary-scale weapon and began terraforming. It was attempting to convert this entire planet into a weapon. Hey, Suika, Grey Goo. We retreated back to the base at the snow plains to form a new strategy. We decided to go back into Deus. Time was running out for us. Oh boy, we actually have control again. Yeah, exactly. So what do you mean? Moo cow. Hey, there's the shop. Yeah, what do you got? Oh, thank God. Let's tune every motherfucker up. Fuel. Yes. I forget where we are actually. But, let's pimp out all of our shit, and I may have to do, grinding off stream. Which one do I have? I have the Z alloy. You know, I'll keep that. No, Jess. Wash. I'll grind off stream, but it's mainly to get... Holy shit, Rico's thing looks badass. But it's mainly to get the money I need to bring everyone's gear to max, because I need everyone's gear at max for what's going to happen. can get rid of. Because for the fights that come up, Wash, they're brutal, and I could easily, death state us. Or get us into a fight that we can't win because of it. Because I don't know how to use cheat engine? How's that? I mean, I could try to figure out cheat engine. No, I think everyone's pretty good with their shit. It's just, I need money to get, everyone's fuel up. Because when we go into the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights, there's no... I don't think there's any actual saving between them. No refueling, no healing, nada. So that's the thing that has me worried, is it can... and I don't think you can leave the... Is this the way out? Yeah, once you go in, I don't think you can go out. The snow keeps falling, softly covering up everything in this world. Our sorrow, our defilement, our mistakes. If only we could wipe away these things as easily as that. What have I been pursuing for these past 500 years? By the way, how is the person you rescued from Rakava? I heard he recovered consciousness. Wait, we saved someone from Rakava? He had lost faith in himself, but now he is better. Carr has revived himself. Wow, Carr is still fucking alive? If he decides to fight on our side, then our total fighting power shall be greatly increased. Jesus. Ramses. Carr, please, listen to me. Right now we must forget about being friend or foe. We all must support one another regardless. Right now, we need your help. I'm just trash. Reject. Bitch! Better have my money. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and pull yourself together, man. Hyuga? What are you? Trash. Reject. You can take pity and call yourself that you want. But what about them? Are these women stupider trash or rejects, too, for believing in you? The reasons why you helped the girls, who had no one to turn to, may not have been that noble, but in spite of that, they stuck with you. Do you know why? They know you better than anybody else. They know the true kindness that exists inside your heart. They know because they want to be loved. That is why they won't leave you. Carr, do not make them into the trash or rejects that you speak of. Commander. All of you. Needless to say, you are not trash or a reject. We know that better than anyone does. I didn't realize that I'd been looking for was so close to me. Sorry for not realizing sooner. Oh, Commander. Drowning in bitches, Ramses. Drowning in bitches. Oh, that'd be so cool if we could get Carr as a party member. So much has happened between him and I. This battle ends. I want to face Ramses, one-on-one, in sport, not war, as a martial artist. I am sure he wishes the same thing too now. Perhaps. Faye, may I ask you something? About Ellie? What if, even if we break Zohar's spell, she doesn't return to normal? Ellie will be back to her usual self. I will go on believing that. But even if that doesn't happen, I will still, well, let's just say I'm prepared for that too. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, you know. Our opponent is the person you love. If you decide to quit now, no one will blame you. To quit would be meaningless. All that I have fought for and all that I live for would come to have no meaning at all. People should be free, with no one bound by others, and no one binding others. Inside of me, there is a part of me that desires that freedom, and a part of me that gives me hope. So I shall fight to win true freedom, for we are still alive. We fight to live. That is the reason why I fight. It's proof I'm human. I promised my father and myself too that I would free Ellie from Dea's spines, that I would save her. I understand. So let's keep believing and hope for a miracle. You know what? That was a nice little redemption scene for Carr, because he had hounded us for so long in this that it was nice to actually... Well, he hounded us for so long, and then we found out his rather shitty origins and the pain he went through, so it's kind of nice to see him have some closure and an arc. Now I'm just not sure where the hell to go. Once I get to the main world, that's where I'll stop for the night, the overworld. And then I guess next time we'll push on to the end. I think I smell treasure over here. Do you? Let's see. I went through that hole. Did I go through this one? No, I haven't. So what's in here? Is this the elevator up? You know what? How about I just stop right here, guys, since it's getting late, and it looks like I'm gonna have some more exposition, so... until next time, Marco, and I hope you guys, enjoyed this, because... Holy fuck, we're at endgame. I'll find my ass to the surface, and then I will grind for money. There's a guide on how to get good money at this point, which is why we needed the, trader gear.